So we should call to order this work session of the Monroe County Board of Commissioners on Wednesday, November the 15th. Once again, I'll note that Commissioner Jones and I are present in the Nat U Hill room. So Ms. Purdy, you have the first item?
I do. What I have here is an addendum to an old 2014 agreement with, it actually even says Indiana Bell Telephone Company, Incorporated AT&T. So this goes back to 2014. And this is for the dispatch center. And the addendum that I'm bringing to you today is for $48,000. And the city of Bloomington has the money to cover this request. And it is so that they can purchase what they are called command post laptops. And so what happens with these particular laptops is, in the event of an emergency, they can actually take the laptop, go anywhere, and they've now got a new set up dispatch center. So it allows for communication with law enforcement, fire, ambulance, and so it ensures the community safety and allows dispatch to go to other areas if they need to. So I'm just asking for that signature and approval today, as this is an addendum to an already existing long contract. I think you can do that, and we can send it back to the city of Bloomington for their records.
So are we allowed to do this at a work session since it's an addendum, Mr. Cockrell?
You can approve this at a work session, yes.
So can we have something to look at? Do we have information on, I mean,
You don't really have...
do we have a fund number, fund name?
No, because it's not coming out of any of our funds. They're paying it from the city of Bloomington.
Okay. So,
But this contract was originally done with the Board of Commissioners back in 2014 when we moved into, I think that's when...
It was actually, I think, maybe even a
13?
little
Before
before we
that?
actually did it. I think, well, typically what these are the lease runs out and it's a
Yeah.
10-year lease. So it's probably fairly close to this lease ending as well. If it's been a while.
It has been a while, but this is not part of that. It's just they're adding it onto it because the consoles can do they need to do what the AT&T is providing to the current service
Yeah.
understood.
facility.
Okay, thank you. So we need a motion?
Move approval of addendum number 3 to enhance 911 service agreement.
I'll second that. And is there anything else we need to know about it?
I don't think so. I spoke with Chief Dekoff. He's the one who reached out to me and explained what these are for and that they allow for a mobile dispatch center to occur. So I think he'll just really appreciate that if you approve it today, and that way they can get moving on this purchase.
Comments or questions?
Nope.
I appreciate this, that we're being proactive.
Yeah. Yeah, seems like a really good plan, actually.
It's good. Is there any public comment on this item? Seeing none, I'll call for a vote on addendum number 3 to enhance 911 service agreement. All those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Motion passes 2-0. Next item.
Okay, the second item I have is your Monroe County, Indiana American Rescue Plan Act policy. And this is reflecting the updated accounts and projects that have been appropriated since, I think, one last week or 2 weeks ago. Those were added to the plan. And then also my understanding is that 2 items were removed from the plan or deappropriated last evening. Did that in fact occur?
I didn't stay around for the ARPA discussion, I'm sorry.
Oh, that's fine. I don't know if they were going to remove, they previously, so the council has in fact deappropriated project number 19, which is the sharp disposal boxes, because we can find other alternate funds to do that. The other one was the number 7 for human trafficking, and that one was deappropriated.
Council office.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Due to a kind of an inability to get the agreement in place as required by Monroe County government and the bank.
Well, and for what we have to report to the federal government too on our ARPA disbursements.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, so those two were, it's my understanding, were de-appropriated last evening, but I did not confirm that this morning. So Mr. Cockrell is going to go check with our council office and see.
So we need something so that we can make a motion. And will we be ratifying this next week or 2 weeks?
I don't think you need to. This is your ongoing policy. It gets amended all the time. So I would think that, but you can certainly confirm with Mr. Cockrell, but I believe that you can approve this, assuming that the council did in fact de-appropriate one of the items that's recorded on here, and then it's just a living, breathing document, so it'll come back again with other projects.
So this is just agreeing to the latest updates to the American Rescue Plan Act.
Yep, that's exactly it. Thank you. Much more appropriate way of explaining what's going on. Thank you. So yes, so it has de-appropriated, so this reflects all of the current updates to our plan as of last evening.
So,
Sorry.
Move approval of Monroe County, Indiana American Rescue Plan Act Policy Revision 5.
I'll second that. And as the public has just heard, this is to remove 2 items from the current plan. And I believe that we are setting up our next joint meeting with the council. I would like to bring this up for Monday, November the 27th at, I think it was 5 p.m. that we'll be talking about the next group of things to fund, or not fund, with American Rescue Plan Act dollars. So is there any public comment on this item?
I'd just like to say that I appreciate us keeping this list up to date, particularly when we know that we're going to have a meeting, and if it happened anything like last time where you're going to have a meeting Monday, then Tuesday, and Wednesday to change it again, to have it updated prior to that is really helpful for staff.
Yes, and that is the plan, as articulated last evening by Council President Kate Wiltz. So, yes. Is there any other public comment on this item? Seeing none, I will call for a vote on Monroe County, Indiana American Rescue Plan Act Policy Revisions number 5. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion passes 2-0. And Mr. Cockrell, did you have something for us, or did Richard?
I think Richard, the legal department received the request for proposals for the solar project that is found in the ARPA plan. I'm aware that our office received one proposal prior to 9:45 this morning. It was from Man Plumbing, and so Richard has it. I will show you the unopened envelope, and I'll go ahead and open it, but I know who it's from because I was in the office when they walked it in. So we received one. I guess the thought is, Richard will look at it, and if he needs me to help, I'm more than happy to go through it and make sure it's complete and it complies with what we have, and then we'll bring a recommendation to you, hopefully at your next meeting. But given that next week's Thanksgiving, it might be the meeting after.
So that's what we'd gotten an email about the request for opening the sealed bid. So we didn't need to make a motion or anything to do that,
No.
right? Good thing, since you already opened it. Okay, well, I appreciate Man Plumbing and getting this to us so that we can move forward on this. It's something that we've all looked forward to for a while, I know. And it's also taken a good bit of time and effort from our staff trying to figure out what and where. All kinds of different things have gone into it, whether or not there's batteries. Yeah.
Not our normal language.
No. Yeah. Okay. Well, thank you. That's great that we have that in hand. Is there any other item for the work session? Seeing none, we will adjourn. We will not be here next week again, and we will see everyone on November the 29th. Thank you all.